welcome back to the DFS Special. I'm your host, your DFS Jerusalem, coming to you live from the list. You got 150 entries, and then you're a shark, and I don't fuck with you. So there's too much good shit on here. This is the often imitated, never duplicated. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Thank y'all. Stay safe. Enjoy. I may have been calling in to work. You're gonna be in the running for the Snowflake of the Year. Get your shit together with your snowflake. I'm at the crib, man, and I'm just finishing up. Stop. Throw them bitches in the main. I'm telling you. You're gonna see the results, bro. You're gonna see it. Just this is what's really gonna help you out. You know how I feel about the home dogs. There's a lot of fight in the home dogs, and I really think a lot of shit to go over tonight. Who that scored all them points over there? Player of the night.
Get them in your lineups. Get them in there, and let's go get this money.
Thursday, let's go, and remember, in the sweatshop, we always keep it 300.
What's up? What's happening? This is your boy, the DFS Jerusalem, and you can follow me, of course, on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. Today,
you might win some, but you just lost one.
Oh my God. Got back from Charlotte last night. Oh, one of the most gut-wrenching, horrible, kill my heart. Like, I mean, I'm talking.
You might win some, but you just lost one.
I'm talking. It was horrible. Okay. You know the story. You know I've never seen my New York Knicks win live and in person. I bring my daughters. We all go out to watch the game. Of course, they're Hornets fans, so they're enjoying themselves. And it is just the most awful time for me. Either we were down by 15 the whole game, or when we finally did catch up, Kemba goes ham. The one guy that I didn't have in as many laps as I should, Trey Burke, goes the fuck off. I mean, I'm talking horrible, bro. How can these people listen? How can these people listen?
You might win some, but you just lost one.
How does this continue to happen, bro? Horrible, man. I've been really blessed to be a Yankees fan. Shout out to all my Yankees fans out there. I really enjoyed being a Yankees fan. One of the greatest, or the greatest, sporting franchise in American professional sports history, without a doubt. I don't care what you say, right? Without a doubt. I've been blessed to be a Giants fan. Okay, I think I've had probably the best as a Giants fan of 39 years. I think I probably had the absolute best fan experience from an NFL perspective. Because the only person, for 39 years I've been a Giants fan. If you've been a Cowboys fan for 39 years, you probably it sucked for the last 20. If you've been an Eagles fan, it just got sweet last year. If you've been a Patriots fan, yeah, it's been great. It's been a great run. But there's a team that whooped your ass twice in Super Bowl. Me. Stopped you from going undefeated. So I've had the most pleasurable, okay? The most pleasurable experience as a Giants fan. But as a New York Knick, bro, as a New York Knick, it year after year, the Knicks remind me of a whoring, cheating wife that you just cannot leave. She's got something on you. She's got a hold on you. The coochie's great. You love her. You think she's gonna change. She tells you she's gonna stop cheating, and then you catch the neighbor in your bed. Come on, bro. Horrible organization, man. And this isn't even the worst Knicks team I've ever had to endure. This is not by a long shot. It's just the worst Knicks team that I've ever had to endure. Real quick, man. I want to soak up some tears. Let the homies in the shop, love me back to life, man. Shout out to the homie Bill Butlicker. He says, I hope the T-Wolves miss the playoffs. Peter Corey says, rough night. Okay. Keanu Lee laughing his ass off at me, and Eric Gulen, can't believe he faded a Trey Burke. Peter Corey, yeah, he faded him too. Cool. Yeah, man. It's tough, man. So let's go ahead and jump into last night's action, kind of talking about the feature 4 plays. These are the 4 most talked about, tweeted about guys in the DFS sweatshop, in the Facebook VIP, and as well as on Twitter. First guy we're going to talk about is the Who Dat scoring all the points over there player tonight. And I want you to ignore this motherfucker, okay? I want you to ignore Wayne Selden Jr. As the Who Dat scored all the points over there player tonight. 25 points, 25 minutes, 23 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 4 3-point shots, 2 steals. But I want you to ignore him because there was another dude in the late game, Tyler Ulis, who went the fuck off for 40 DraftKings points. If you had Tyler Ulis, you have balls of steel. Shout out to the homies whoever played Tyler Ulis, who is actually the real Who Dat scored all the points over there play tonight. This guy we're going to talk about is the how did I miss that play? And for me, it's Lonzo Ball. I had absolutely no exposure to Lonzo, bro. This dude played 43 NBA minutes. 43 minutes. Damn near triple-double. 15 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists, a 3-point shot, a couple steals. Only turned it over twice. Very good game for Lonzo Ball. Now, let's discuss the Heat check play tonight. And this is going to be bittersweet because with honorable mention going out to Marc Gasol, who dropped 53.75 against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who the data pointed us to, who we all should have had. Trey Burke, man, goes out and just a monster game, man. 4,800 was the price on him. He played 41 minutes. I was there for every Trey Burke minute, every Trey Burke shot. The dude went all the way in, went completely ham, had 42 points, 1 rebound, 12 assists, 3 3-point shots, a steal, and I think you found your point guard, New York Knicks. That Trey Burke. Let's keep Trey Burke. And if this is the worst thing about being a fucking Knicks fan. This is the absolute worst thing is every year the best player on our team wasn't on last year's roster. every year, the guy that you get the most excited about on the Knicks wasn't there last year, and so this guy probably is gonna fade off into some obscurity or be on the team or go to somewhere else. Like it never fails, bro. The guy that you're most excited about as you close another shitty New York Knicks season, you're like, you know what, man, we got a little something we can build on. That dude's not gonna be there. Still, bro, we still lost. I think Trey Burke looked up at me in the stands and was like, oh shit. They were like, oh shit, he's here. And they all got together like, yo, he's here. And they just lost the game. That's what I think happened. I think one of the guys saw me sitting there in the stands cheering for them, and they were like, oh shit, coach, the guy's here. He's here. So they make the phone calls they gotta make, and they were like, you know what? We can't win. He's here. I think that's what happened. I've never seen these motherfuckers win, bro, and I'm so pissed about that. Right? So, now let's talk about the snowflake of the night. We must discuss that one motherfucker, and it was easily. Now, this honorable mention goes to all of these bums around him, from Gorgie Jang to Ben McLemore to Lance Thomas to Shaquille Harrison, Greg Monroe, who was horrible. But the absolute snowflake of the night is easily Namya Bjelica. Bro, 22 NBA minutes. You scored 0 points, grabbed 4 punk-ass boards, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal. Horrible. You got your ass whipped by the Memphis Grizzlies. You don't want to make the playoffs, and you won't. So shout out to the bum-ass Namya Bjelica. You a snowflake. I will never, ever, ever play your bitch ass again this season. You're done. You're dead to me for the rest of the season. Lazy mofos, yo, oh my god, it's rough. Yo, and see people that just came around, they like look at this like, haha, that's funny, haha. Knicks are bad, haha, Knicks are horrible. But the motherfuckers who've been around for a while, who've been fucking with me for the last few years, you understand like how horrible this is for me and how much this sucks. Okay. So some of the homies in the shop were actually texting me at the game, like, I think you're gonna do it, bro. I think you're gonna pull it off. This is the one. And I was like, yeah, man. Unless they find a way to fuck it up, and they found a way to fuck it up. So now that we've got all of the horrible shit out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into today's slate. We do have 8 games on deck. We're starting at 7 o'clock. I will be here at 5:30. And something special is happening today, okay? Something special happening today. At 8 o'clock, today at 8 o'clock, once the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Miami Heat game tips off, We are going to go under the hood, all of us, in the VIP, where we will do for however long it takes for everybody inside the VIP to understand what baseball is, and not what it is, but what DFS baseball is and how we rock it. Everybody, no matter how long it takes for everyone in our group to understand what we're doing, what we're getting into Thursday, I will be live in the VIP. I will be calling you guys in. I'm gonna be opening up the line for you to come on with me. If you're in the VIP and you have something that you want to talk about, if you have anything that you want to discuss, anything that you think I may have glossed over that you want to add, you're not just relegated to typing it in the comments. You can actually come on live with me and we can chop it up. All right? You can come on in and you can chop it up. That is going down tonight at 8 o'clock. It will not be on YouTube. Sorry about that, fam. But if you want to get in, it's very easy. Go to the website, www.dfssweatshop.com. That's how you're going to get in. So if it takes us all night, starting at 8 o'clock tonight, no matter how long it takes, we're not leaving until everybody understands what we've got coming up Thursday in terms of MLB. All right? Shout out to the homie Jonathan Adams, man. Since he can't wait to get in there tonight, we are chopping it up, bro. I love how Facebook has this little feature thing now where I can add you and invite you on into the stream with me. That is dope. That is dope. So you're welcome. You're more than welcome. We're gonna be chopping it up, and please take advantage of this tonight because we're gonna be doing it. We're gonna be going all the way in. So the couple of national televised games we got tonight's gonna be Cleveland and Miami at 8 o'clock. That's on TNT. Also, the late game is Milwaukee and the Clippers. Now, what I want you to take a look at right now is the playoff seeding and see, just how many teams have already clinched. We've got Toronto, Boston, Cleveland, Philadelphia, and Indiana. Those teams already locked in. Now, Chicago is playing for, Washington, is Washington, Milwaukee, and Miami not only playing for their playoff lives, but they're also playing for positioning. So, as you can see here, Detroit and Charlotte are still mathematically alive. These teams, Milwaukee, Washington, and Miami, would have to lose tonight in order to keep it up. In order to keep themselves in the playoff hunt. So be careful and take a look at these games. Always look at this because this is really going to help you out down the stretch. These are the teams that are really going to still be playing. From Washington on down to Charlotte. Those teams are really still playing. And a couple of them play each other. So that's definitely going to be interesting as well. Then on the west side, we got where Houston already clinched. Like they won 60 games. They locked in. But everybody else is still fighting for playoff seeding. Portland, Oklahoma City, the Pelicans, San Antonio, Utah, Minnesota, Denver is right there. Okay? The Clippers are still alive, but everybody else is dead. The Lakers on down are dead. So you want to pay attention to the standings and the seedings. And just like Jonathan Adams is saying inside of the chat, you want to pay attention to this, to the seedings and the standings as you build your lineups, because you want guys that want to be out there. You want guys that have a reason to be out there. Like when I saw, like they were like, no, Charlotte's done. They're folding. I was like, no, they're not. They're not gonna fold. They're not dead, because they were still alive, right? Hey Mo, Detroit might make it with the Heat remaining schedule. Okay, yeah, the Heat got some tough games going on, definitely. So you wanna stay abreast of that, bro. You really do. You really do. So let us go ahead. We're going to be taking a look at RotoQL. As you know, this is my go-to site for all things DFS, whether it's FanDuel, DraftKings, or Yahoo, whether it's NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL. Let's go ahead and chop this up, okay? All right, first game we got is going to be the San Antonio Spurs going to Washington to take on the Wizards here. And right off the bat for me, point guard is a situation that kind of stands out. Because one of the worst spots on the slate, or one of the best spots on the slates to play a point guard, is going to be against the Washington Wizards. It hasn't been that way for a lot of time throughout the season, especially when Satoransky, since Satoransky has been starting. Because he's been a fairly decent defender, but over the last few games, bro, just not playing very well. 57.1 over the last 5 and 53 over the last 10 is what they've been giving up to the point guard position. And you look at cats like DeJounte Murray, Patty Mills, who can shoot it deep at 4.3. Those guys really do stand out to me. Now, on the other side, when we talk about San Antonio and their point guard situation, they're not above reproach. I mean, they're giving up 51 points over the last 5 and 47. Shouts out on me, Bagley, man. Thank you so much for that, bro. Thank you so much for that, man. That is like help out of this world, bro. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thanks for the super chat, big homie. You the man. All right, so you look at Saturday at 6.2. We have seen point guards wreck shop against San Antonio Spurs. The only other place here that I'm really feeling is look at shooting guard, and you got Brad Beal priced down to 7.7. Now he's been slumping lately. Hasn't really been blowing it up the way he had for quite a few games early in the season. And you also look at the matchup here. The San Antonio Spurs are giving up 37.9 points to that position over the last 5 games and 35 over the last 10. We look at him 26, 32, 20, 35. The last real game he had that was good, it was against Boston in double overtime, where he dropped that 60. So we have seen him, we've seen him struggle for quite some time. This could be a get-right spot for him. Now, the one issue is Danny Green. That's the one issue. Danny Green and the all-around San Antonio perimeter defense. So if you didn't want to play him, I get it. It makes perfect sense to me. But this could be a really solid spot where he is cheap. This could be a really solid spot for him where he's cheap. Last week he played against them. He only had 20.5 fantasy points. That was my late night hammer that didn't hammer nothing. So Beal can bounce back. I think Beal can bounce back here. I really do. So I'm going to look at Beal. Markieff Morris at 5.8. Looks like a usable play. Power forward is the strongest position. Power forward is the strongest position on the slate. So you're looking at Markieff Morris. I think LMA is easily playable at 9.3. The price is up on him on FanDuel, but he's easily playable. Let's go with the DraftKings and take a look really quick. Here we go. Yeah, ooh, he's 9.2 on DraftKings. Dang. Well, he's been balling lately, so you got him, DeJounte Murray, Patty Mills, Rudy Gay off of the bench at 4.4 on DraftKings, who's also been doing well. Not bad. Bradley Beal 7.4. So Bradley Beal is 7.4 on DraftKings, 7.7 on FanDuel. Markieff Morris is 5.6. That's usable. And Satoransky is 5.5. I kind of like that. And Oubre Jr. is the one that had a good game against them last time out. They just played him the other day. Yeah, Oubre Jr. he dropped 41 on him. Kelly Jr. dropped 41 on him off of the bench. So that's somebody I can't consider. Well, and it shows that swing guy, that shooting guard / small forward guy, can get off against San Antonio. It's not like it can't happen. You know what I mean? So I think Bradley Beal doesn't play at 7.4. I think so. Wings give Wizards problem. Yeah, they do. The thing is, though, who do you want? Do you want Danny Green? Do you want Kyle Anderson, slow-mo at 4.7? Possibly. You could use him. But I would go Rudy Gay off of the bench here. I would go Rudy Gay off of the bench here. Definitely. All right. Let's have a look on FanDuel at the same players, see what the pricing differences are. Because that's what the show is about. This is about finding a value from one site to the other. Mills is 4.3. Gay is 4K. Didn't mean to rhyme. Yeah, Gay is 4K on FanDuel. That's nice. That's usable, bro. Oubre Jr. 5.2. They know what time it is. Satoransky 6.2. Markieff 5.8. Okay. Next game we got is going to be the Denver Nuggets and the Toronto Raptors. Now, one team here is already locked in. Remember, look, Denver playing for that last spot. Denver wants to play for that last spot. Let's look at Toronto. They're the #1 seed, baby. So be careful. Keep your eye out for any kind of rest news or something like that. We did see that happen a lot last year. Dwayne Casey would rest one of the studs leading up to their playoff run once they're already locked in and knew their positioning. So you want to, definitely keep your eyes open for that. And we're looking at what I want to do here is I want to go and look at what centers are doing. Because it looks like there's a solid matchup. It's a solid matchup for both Jokic and Valanciunas could kind of cancel each other out. Lorenzo says the Wiz bench is horrible. The Spurs bench could be a problem here. Here comes Rudy. Okay, cool. I get it. Jamal Murray going back home. Nice. You look at Toronto. against point guards. Let's have a look there. Oh yeah, Toronto has given up 53.5 over the last 5 games to the point guard position and 50.5 over the last 10. I definitely think that's, yeah, Murray at 6'6", yeah, it's definitely usable. Denver, they've sucked against point guards for the better part of the season, but recently they've been playing a lot better. So that would curb my enthusiasm for Kyle Lowry directly. If I did want to get a point guard on the Toronto side for this game, in a game that I think that Toronto can win, or if it's competitive, I think it's going to be competitive because you know, a lot of points are scored and they're going to need a lot of help from the bench. I think Van Vliet off of the bench at 4.8 can be a very solid play. DeMar DeRozan is a guy that I do like. With no Gary Harris, that kind of really hurts their perimeter, the Denver perimeter defense. So DeMar DeRozan is going to be in play for me. Serge is still dead to me. I'm not fucking with that. On the other side, though, Millsap at 5.7, definitely. I think he can. You can't go wrong with power forward on this slate. This is one of those states where power forward everywhere is buzzing. Okay, but you got Paul Millsap at 5.7, coming off a couple of bad games and a decent game last time out. Last time it was okay. So 13 and 33. 13 and 33. So, and he'd been killing it before that. You look at a situation with Jokic where he could struggle against Valanciunas and, you know, some of the other length that we do have, like Jakob Poeltl and them cats, who I kind of like. I like Poeltl, and I think that Siakam is in play too. But with all of that being said, you look at Paul Millsap, I definitely think that he is in play. Will Barton at 7K, I wouldn't have an issue there. I'm not afraid of DeMar DeRozan defensively at all. And even Devin Harris at 3.8 off of the bench can be a guy that you may want to take a look at, you know, to get your 30 points off of the bench in a game that I think is going to be pretty high scoring. There's no total out for this game as of yet. Let's go ahead and take a look over on FanDuel, have a look and see what some of the price points are going to be. Murray might be the play. Lowry has been giving up, especially at home. Murray have the whole fam there. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, so Jokic 9.8, Barton 7.1, Millsap 6.8. Yo, Millsap is 900 more. No, wait a minute. He's more than that. Millsap is what? Millsap is 5.7. Millsap is 5.7 on DraftKings, right? Well, on FanDuel, he's 6.8. So he's 1,100 more. Jamal Murray at 7.9, 1,300 more. So that's telling me those are the guys that I really want to play on DraftKings. I want to play Paul Millsap. I want to play Jamal Murray. I think that Jamal Murray's price is a little bit unfair for FanDuel, but the fact that FanDuel grades him out that high at 7.9, almost an 8K player, that means if I get him for it's anywhere in the 6,000s on DraftKings, that's a play that I'm making. That is a play. That's a play I'm using. Gary Tell says don't sleep on Lowry. Murray don't play defense. That's true. That's true. DeRozan is 8K. Lowry 8.3. Joe Val 7K. Serge Ibaka is 5.3 and he's dead to me. OG 3.5. Van Vliet 5K. Proto 4.3. Okay, I did it. Make you check on Devin Harris. Think he got dinged up yesterday. Don't know if he's come back from the game. Okay. Devin Harris at 4.1. All right. This game we got is going to be Chicago Bulls going to Houston to take on the Rockets here. And, you know, right off the rip, we already know what time it is, man. If for some reason, you know, James Harden sits out again, they could be resting the fuck out of these guys, man. Not specific. Estimated return, 330s. Yeah, so we're probably not going to see James Harden. We're probably not going to see, you know, Clint Capella, Bob Mute. We're probably not going to see a lot of these guys. So we got to take time to see exactly who's going to be playing in this game, okay? Because Eric Gordon at 7.2, yeah, that's priced up. But I think if he's starting and going to be playing 30 minutes, definitely a guy that you can consider. Possibly Chris Paul if he does play. Let's look at his ailment. Yeah, man, Houston should blow this out all the way. Mike D'Antoni said Sunday that he is expected to play too. Okay, he's expected to play. So Chris Paul plays. He's definitely in play. Even more so than Eric Gordon at 7.2. Yeah, Harden is out. Harden, Capella, out. So we're looking at Tariq Black at 3K, which I think is going to be a solid pump play that a lot of people use to pay up in certain spots. I wouldn't have an issue with that one. And then Nay is 3K as well. Gerald Green at 4.7. I think is going to be a popular play. I don't really love him, but I think he's going to be a popular play. On the other side, Campaign at 5.7 is playable. You look at Laurie Market as a game time decision. Bobby Portis at 6.2. Could be somebody you could use. Oh man, this is a tough one. Look at the game time decision. Levine, Denzel Valentine, Chris Dunn out, Blakeney out, Zipser out. So we got to get some more information about what's going on, what's going to happen with these cats during shoot around, and if they're going to be playing. Even Vonley at 4.8 looks to be usable as well. But definitely, Tyree Black is definitely in play. Tyree Black is definitely in play. Let's go look over on FanDuel. Check out the same game. All right, Campaign 5.5. Woo. Vonley 4.4. That's cheaper. Portis is 6.7. Chris Paul 8.4. Oh my God. Just lock in Eric fucking Gordon. Yo. Gerald Green's 1,000 left. Bro, it is gonna be so hard for me to not have Eric Gordon and Gerald Green in every FanDuel lineup. It is gonna be very hard for me to not have Eric Gordon and Gerald Green in absolutely every FanDuel lineup I make. I mean, on FanDuel, you can stack this shit on FanDuel, bro. Like, if Tariq Black is Mini Sally at power forward, Eric Gordon. And this is one of the rare spots where you can play point, shooting guard, small forward, power forward. You can play Paul, Gordon, Black, and then Gerald Green. And get one every spot and still get the center you choose. Yeah, that's yeah. On FanDuel, bro, yeah, this is so many lineups are gonna look like this. So many lineups are gonna be Houston stacks where you got Paul, Gordon, Black, and Gerald Green. Because you could do that. You got a point guard, a shooting guard, small forward, and a power forward, and then still play whatever center that you want to play, the one that you like the most on the slate. That's probably what's gonna happen here. That is probably what's gonna happen, and it should happen because it looks like a good strategy. Next game we got is gonna be the Cleveland Cavaliers going to Miami to take on the Heat. The Heat are in a must-win game, must-win situation. We have seen the Cleveland Cavaliers struggle against point guards, but recently, let's take a look. They've been 54.6 over the last 5 games and 52.5 over the last 10. Yo, Goran Dragic in spots where he's supposed to do well has really let me down a lot this year. Let's have a look. Last time against Cleveland, he dropped 32 at 6.9 in 34 minutes. So that's an encouraging sign. I do think he's playable. I will have some Goran Dragic. Shooting guards have now since become a problem. They've been better, against shooting guards. Talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers, it used to be like their most problem area, but they've since kind of righted that ship and been playing well against shooting guards, giving up 35.7 over the last 5, down from 41.7 over the last 10. So, not sure I would love Josh Richardson here. The only issue is Jay Rich plays a lot of that small forward kind of swing guy role, and those guys always give Cleveland trouble. So yeah, I've talked myself into Josh Richardson at 5.5. I think I can put him in the mix. Let's take a look at what he's done against Cleveland in the last couple of games. 25, 23 in the last 2. Yeah, James Johnson also is another guy at 6.2. That is definitely considerable. Let's take a look at what he's done. In 2 games against them, he scored 17 and 25. 17 and 25. Then you got Olynyk at 6.7, who I think the prices are up a little bit much on him. Dwayne Wade, I think this is a spot where you can play Dwayne Wade at 5.3. I think because LeBron comes to Miami to see his best friend, he wants to play well. So I definitely think that Dwayne Wade is going to be in play. LeBron at 11.6, yeah, usable. Kevin Love at 7.8, I wouldn't have an issue with him. Calderon and the rest of them cats, I'm not fucking with that. Maybe. See Nance, man. Where's Miami in the playoff hunt? Okay, let's look at it. They're in it. They're right there, man. They're playing for their life. They're the A seed, so they're in it. Clarkson at 4.6 kind of jumps off to me. Maybe some Larry Nance if the game gets out of hand. You could look at him. Yeah, this is a must-win for Miami, bro. It is. Take a look on the other side on FanDuel and see where it's at. LeBron 12-3, Love 8-1, George Hill 4-9. Dragic is 6'6", that's playable easily. James Johnson at 5'8", I wouldn't mind that. Josh Richardson 5'8", I wouldn't mind that. Clarkson is 4.5, that's okay. Larry Nance is 5'6", that's okay, I wouldn't mind that one. Yeah, Rodney Hood too at 4.7, yeah, that's not a bad play as well. That's not a bad play as well. But this is kind of a tough game, man. Next we got, it's a good one. Portland Trailblazers going to New Orleans to take on the Pelicans, and this should be a good one, man. This should be a good one. Center and power forward, really tough spots for the Pels, man. You look at Nurk at 6.7, definitely a guy that I think you can use. Aminu at 5.9, definitely a guy that you can use. You always want to play the opposing team against the Portland Trailblazers. You always want to do that, bro, because they just give up the ball. They give up so many possessions. The Pelicans do. So CJ is in play at 7.5. Dame is in play at 9.4. If you want to get stupid cheap, 4.4 for Maurice Harkless is not too much to ask. If I had to play one guy off of the bench, it would be Evan Turner at 3.6. On the other side, AD at 11.3. Definitely a play that I think you can consider. We take a look at center power forward. Power forward is lit everywhere. But you look at what the Portland Trailblazers give up, and they give up 45.3 over the last 5 games to power forwards. And to centers, it's an even. I think it's an even. This is the best spot on the board for Nurkic. This is the best spot on the board for centers. Yeah, against the Pelicans. Best spot on the board. Now Portland in this spot, they're giving up 2. 43.2. So the 2 weakest spots for Portland is going to be power forward and center. So that definitely puts Anthony Davis in play. And the weakest spot for New Orleans Pelicans is center, which actually puts Nurk in play as well. So if you're looking already, bro, you can do some real jiggy shit already on FanDuel with a Houston stack, a cheap Houston stack with AD, a cheap Houston stack with your center being Nurkic in this spot. So I'm already seeing like lineup magic pop in my head. I am, man. I want to take a look at shooting guards against the Portland Trailblazers as well. I think Portland has been playing well. Yeah, this is the worst spot on the slate for a shooting guard. According to the data, you don't want to play a shooting guard against the Portland Trailblazers. That's just what it's saying, right? I don't know how how that's gonna play out, but that's just what the data is telling us. And also, point guards against the Portland Trailblazers are getting 48.3 over the last 5 games and 43 over the last 10. So if Rajon Rondo is gonna play, he is playable. If Rajon Rondo, the only way I'm playing Jrue Holiday is if Rondo doesn't play. If Rondo doesn't play, I'm playing Holiday. If Rondo plays, I'm not playing either of them. I may look at Rondo. I might look at Rondo. Anyone think Dame will get up and play for this game? I definitely think so. Let's go look at the playoff seeding because both of these teams are in it, and they're pretty much fighting for positioning. They're not locked into their position. Look, Portland, a 3 seed, okay? The Pelicans is a 5 seed. So they're not locked into their position. I mean, they're not even... Who's going to guard Dame? Exactly. Who's going to guard Dame? Nobody. Yeah, if Rondo sits, I think Holiday is in play. Only if Rondo sits. And then that brings Ian Clark into play, too. We got to look at Mirotic as well. Yeah, we got to look at Mirotic as well because he's a game-time decision. So it could be like Diallo, Clark, Mirotic could be in play, even though he's not been playing very well lately. Rondo and Jrue Holiday. Those are all the points of emphasis on this one. Those are all the points of emphasis. Let's go over to FanDuel, have a look at the same game, where hopefully we get some guys cheaper, bro. Come on, Dame. Okay, Dame is cheaper. Good. Okay, Dame is cheaper. Dame and CJ cheaper. Nice. Nurk 200 more. That tells you something. Aminu is 6.5. Let's check his price on DK, bro. That's a big tag for Aminu. He's 5. Okay. That's not that bad. Yeah, this is Jonathan Adams is saying this is a potential playoff matchup, and that is definitely the case. Definitely, that is definitely the case. So on the other side, AD 12.5, Holiday 8K, Rondo 5.7, Murtic 5.6, Clark is 4.1, Diallo 4.3. You're not getting too much of a discount. Next game we got is going to be the Dallas Mavericks going to Sacramento to take on the Kings here, where we've got Dennis Smith Jr. back at 6.7 against Sacramento. That's just been a plug and play spot for us a lot of times throughout the season, man, where you've seen Sacramento struggle to guard point guards, and they've given up 53.8 over the last 5 and 50 over the last 10 to the position. So I mean, Dennis Smith Jr. at 6.7. A guy that I definitely think you can play. I love the fact it's going to be like a rookie matchup here. So I would play De'Aaron Fox as well at 5K. Center has been a very easy spot to target the Dallas Mavericks with here. So you're looking at center and power forward, actually. So you're looking at Willie Cauley-Stein at 5.6, possibly some Scal Labissiere at 5.3. Maybe you can use him. I don't have a major issue with Buddy Hield either at 6.1. On the other side, we talked about Dennis Smith Jr. already. It's just not a lot about this Dallas team that I like. It's not. It's just not. Harrison Barnes, I don't even love that, But small forward is like one of the better positions. Small forward and power forward are two like the easiest positions to find plays in. And Sacramento against power forwards are not that bad. I mean, 44 over the last 5, way down from 55. So they've like 11 more points over the last 5 games per game, what they've given up. So Sacramento has gotten better over the last few games against the power forward spot. So you may curb your enthusiasm for Harrison Barnes or Dwight Powell. Let's go look on FanDuel, same game. Teague smashed yesterday. Yeah, they played Memphis, right? Yeah, Teague got right. Who else I told you I was gonna ball out? Reggie Jackson. I had a feeling Reggie Jackson was gonna have a good one. Dennis Smith Jr. Confirmation. He's 1,000 more on FanDuel. Confirmation. I like Dennis Smith Jr. even more on DraftKings now. Cauley-Stein is 6.9. Fox is 5.7. Bogdan is 4.8. I don't mind that one. 4.8 for Bogdan. Buddy Hield is 7K. That's a little bit too pricey. Scal 5.3. Yogi 5.5. Dwight Powell 4.7 on FanDuel. That's definitely playable. Yeah, Powell on FanDuel at 4.7 is playable. Especially if Dirk doesn't play. Especially if Dirk sits out. Next game we got is going to be the Indiana Pacers going to Golden State to take on the Warriors here. We got Draymond Green as a game time decision. Quinn Cook should be starting here with no Steph Curry. Kevin Durant is a game time decision. Clay's out. Caspi is a game time decision here. We need to know what's going on with Draymond Green. If he does play and he's playable. But I'm looking at Quinn Cook. I'm looking at some Iguodala possibly. Maybe some Jordan Bell at 4.9. I don't really love a lot about this one. On the other side, Victor Oladipo at 8.3. Shooting guard has been a really tough spot for Golden State all year long. They're giving up 45.8 to the position over the last 5 games and 43 over the last 10. So possibly. Loran Allison says Powell's knee is hurt. He says Powell's knee is hurt. So be careful with that, please. Please be careful with that. So tough spots for Golden State. Golden State is going to be shooting guard Victor Oladipo at 8.3. I think we also have seen power forwards play well against the Golden State Warriors, giving up 49.8 over the last 5 games and 43 over the last 10. So that's going to put Thad Young in play for us. We're looking at centers against the Golden State Warriors, and I don't think Miles Turner is the type of center that the Golden State Warriors can actually like run off of the court. So it's not an awesome spot for him. But definitely a place to play him. If you like him, I think you could play him. But it's not an awesome spot for him. It's really not. Then we got point guard against the Golden State Warriors. They've since tightened up a little bit. And you look at Darren Collison at 6.1. While he was 5-something, I didn't have any issue. While he was 5-something, but approaching above 6K, that's kind of where I'm going to pump the brakes on Collison there, and maybe take a look at Bojan because small forward has been a trouble spot for them, and that's with or without KD. Like, no matter if he's on the court or not. They're giving up 43 over the last 5 and 47 over the last 10. So Bojan could be in play. Possibly some Lance Stevenson at 4.3. And if Domantas Sabonis plays at 4.5, I think he's usable. I think he's usable. Carlson is 300 less on FanDuel. Okay. Okay. Carlson, Depot, Young stack. Okay. All right. So let's take a look on FanDuel at the same players, same game, see where it stacks up. Depot's 8.5. That's still cool. Turner 6.6. Carlson, okay, Carlson under 6K. I can play him on FanDuel. I can play him on FanDuel, yes. Thad is 6.1. He's even cheaper. I like that. Bogdan, yeah, he's cheaper. I can play him. Yeah. Cook 6K. Young 4.8. That's kind of cheap. I can play him. Looney 4.8. Udall 4.9. Jordan Bell 4.5. We gotta get to the bottom of who's gonna be playing. Last game on the slate, the late night hammer game. Well, both of those games are late night hammer games. They both kick off at 10:30. So if you need a late night hammer, you don't have to feel obligated to play anybody from either game. If you feel, you don't have to feel obligated. They're both at 10:30. So you don't have to have a player in all of the games. All right. So last game we got is the Milwaukee Bucks going to Los Angeles, going to Staples, take on the Clippers here, and you've got Giannis at 10.3. First thing I want to do, I want to have a look at the East and the West. So you look at Milwaukee. They're a 7 seed, bro. Milwaukee still has a lot to play for. Milwaukee still has a lot to play for, okay? Then you look at the Clippers. They're still playing for playoff. They're still playing for the playoffs, okay? So this is a game that I don't want you to miss. I do not want you to miss. Center against Milwaukee, bro, has been one of the easiest cherry-picking spots to just play. One of the easiest spots, bro. They've given up 37.7 over the last 5 and 40 over the last 10. So, you know, you look at DeAndre Jordan at 8K. He's been killing it. I think, you know, a big double-double here is easy for him to get. And what I feel should be a competitive game. I think Tobias Harris at 7.1 is playable. Love Giannis at 10.3. We got Eric Bledsoe going back to the Clippers. Love him at 7.3. I won't have an issue there. I think Chris Middleton is priced up just a little bit too much at 7.9. If he's cheaper on FanDuel, I can give him some run over there. Jabari Parker at 5.4 looks to be in play as well. Sweet Lou Williams at 7.8. Kind of like Sweet Lou Williams here. Montrezl is in play at 4.4. And, yo, I don't have an issue with Austin Rivers. I really don't. At 5.6 on DraftKings, you get a cheap exposure to Austin Rivers or even Milos at 4.1. I wouldn't have an issue in either of those spots. I really don't. Loran Allison says, Sweet Lou Williams is the play. Loran thinks he's going to be stumbling, fumbling, bumbling, and knocking down shots all over the place. And that could very well happen. As we know, Sweet Lou can do that. Bledsoe was a Clipper. I think he was drafted by the Clippers, bro. I think he was drafted. Does he always have good games against them? I think he was drafted by the Clippers. He was supposed to save them. Yeah, he dropped like 55 against them, 50. Yeah, that was when it was a thing. Like, oh shit, he's against the Clippers. He's gonna ball out. He dropped like those two huge games against them last year. Yeah. All right, so let's go look over on FanDuel. Same guy, same price. Let's take a look. Same guy, excuse me. Giannis 11.2, Bledsoe 7.5, Chris Middleton 8K. Jabari Parker 5.4, no discount. You get no discount on these cats. None. None. So now let's go to FanDuel, man, and we will create our officially unofficial FanDuel line. Yo, I'm gonna do what we said. I'm gonna rock out a stack, okay? I'm gonna stack it up. And this is gonna be tentative, okay? So we got Paul. Don't feel locked into this. If something happens, you can change Chris Paul easily. We're gonna go Gerald Green here at 3.7. Because I want you to see exactly how it's done when it's done. And then we're going to go Tyreek Black for the cheap. Where you at, Black? Where you at, Tyreek, with your cheap ass? There you go. All right, so and Chris Paul, he should play, okay? So from here, the next place I'm going center. I want to grab the guy that I really feel most comfortable with. And Nurkic is a guy that I definitely like. I would love to play him in this spot. Jokic in Toronto, I'm cool. Give me some Nurk. Give me that Nurk. Yes. So I got 7.9 left per player. Per player. So now I gotta choose. Well, I want Giannis, do I want LeBron? Do I want to pay up at point guard? I kind of like big game Dame here. Yeah, Dame Nurk. Dame Nurk combo. That's good to go. I like that. Then shooting guard. I want to play Bradley Beal in a bounce back. I want to play Bradley Beal in a bounce back. I really do. To Dragic at center, at point guard. Dragic, yeah. Middleton. Yeah. So a small forward is like LeBron, Giannis, Otto Porter, D-Wade revenge game. Play Dwayne, yeah, Dwayne Wade. Okay, okay, I can dig that. I can dig that. Play Dwayne Wade. 9K per player. So I'm getting LeBron or AD, one of the two. Yeah, Wade is in a revenge game. They just traded him. Yeah, this is gonna be a few good lineup. This is gonna be a few good lineup. Give me LeBron. At power forward, I got 5.8 left for Markieff Morris, James Johnson, Larry Nance, Miritic, Jabari Parker. Do I have a hammer for the late night though? Yeah, I don't have no hammer for the late night. That's what I need, B. LeBron is the play. So I need a Milwaukee or Golden State guy. So gotta have a hammer. Thaddeus Young would have been a dope hammer to have right here. Montrezl Harrell, yeah. Or Jabari Parker at 5.4 against Milwaukee. That could be it, yeah. Okay. We use DeAndre Jordan as the hammer for the late night. Now we're down to 4.7. We got Dwight Powell, Jordan Bell, Jeff Green, Noah Vonleh, Diallo. Nurk versus the Pels. Let's check it out. $37, 13, 20 over here. Okay. All right, so okay, so we like DJ better. LeBron at 12.3 going to Miami. He says fade Nurk. It's the best matchup on the slate, baby. It is. DJ is the play. Okay. All right. I'm rolling with my fan. I'm trusting the process. Rolling with the fan. All right. So Dwight Powell fits in easily. But I mean, we liked him, but the homie warned us about his knee. You got Jordan Bell at 4.5. Hmm. All right, so let's go down point guard. Okay, so we play Dragic here. Then we go up from Dwayne Wade. Can we get to Sweet Lou Williams? Can we get to Lou? All right, so we get to Lou, right? So we got Lou. Now listen, bear with me now. If I get off of him, I'm telling y'all, bro, Nurk gonna ball. Nurk is gonna ball. I like AD, who's gonna come from Portland. Get off LeBron and go more balanced. I mean, I'm either playing LeBron or AD. John Adams. I'm playing LeBron or AD, and I kind of like this one. Nurkic, Parker, Tariq Black, LeBron James, Gerald Green, Lou Williams, Eric Gordon, Goran Dragic, and Chris Paul. Kind of like this. I like AD. Who's going to cover him on Portland? Yeah, we're going to talk about Nurkic later on. He dropped 55. I like Nurk, bro. Yo, hey, the more people say they don't like him, the more I love him. Why am I like that? Parker does suck. Why am I like that, bro? Why am I like that? All right, so let's see what we have. Okay, so we go Giannis. They're trying to make the playoffs. Giannis, bam. Aminu. Thad Young. Okay, so Aminu or Thaddeus Young or James Johnson. Won't AD is not a good on-ball defender. He's gonna get like 3 blocks and make it look like he's oh my god, he's such a great defender. But his man still can drop 28 against him. Bam, Thad Young, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's it. We locked in. That's it. All right, Chris Paul, Goran Dragic, Eric Gordon, Sweet Lou Williams, Gerald Green, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Tariq Black, Thad Young, and Yusuf Nurkic. That is today's unofficially official DFS Sweatshop FanDuel lineup. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Whatever you do, keep it 300. Peace. We out.